Item 10D, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Bartle Wells Associates to conduct a water and wastewater rate study in an amount not to exceed $54,860.
Good evening, honorable mayors and members of the City Council. The city provides water and wastewater services for all San Bruno residents and businesses, which are solely funded by ratepayers for all operating and capital expenditures. In 2012, the City Council approved the schedule of utility rates for 5 fiscal years, and these rates will be expiring in July 2017. The city has an aggressive infrastructure replacement program planned, and reevaluation of the water and wastewater rates are required in order to determine the revenue needed to cover the design and construction of the planned capital improvement projects in the work plan and operating costs. The rate study will allow the city to evaluate the rates and determine whether the priorities set forth in the capital improvement program can be financially achieved. By proceeding with the rate study now, it will allow the city enough time to review the evaluation and bring the information to the council prior to expiration of the current 5-year model. In April 2015, staff submitted a rate study request for proposals and published it on the city's website. Staff received 3 proposals, one from Bartle Wells Associates, the other from Raftelis Financial Consultants and NBS. The cost proposals range from $45,000 to $135,000. Based on review of the submitted proposals, staff determined the project team from Bartle Wells Associates to be most qualified to provide a comprehensive analysis of the existing water and wastewater rates. Bartle Wells provided the financial analysis for the previous rate study in 2012 and is familiar with the city's operation and financial structure. The firm also conducted similar studies for nearby cities such as San Carlos, San Mateo, and Woodside. The base scope of work includes collecting data for operating and capital budgets and customer water consumption data, developing a 10-year water and sewer financial plans to establish forecasts and projections to analyze potential rate models and alternatives, developing several rate adjustment alternatives, taking into account various financial and capital improvement alternatives for City Council consideration, and presenting the findings to the City Council and City Council subcommittee, and preparing the draft and final report. And the cost of Bartle Wells proposal is not to exceed $44,860. However, staff is proposing to include $10,000 in contingency for optional services. At the city's discretion, the city may request Bartle Wells to perform additional analysis or other services outside the base scope of work, or use funds for additional meetings and presentations. Bartle Wells will not use this contingency unless additional scope of work outside the base scope is requested and authorized by the city. And staff anticipates that the rate study will be completed by August 2016, and the cost to cover the rate study is included in this city fiscal year 2015-16 operating budget, with funding of $40,000 from each of the water and wastewater funds, and the contract cost will be split evenly between these 2 funds. With that, we'll be happy to take any questions.
Any questions for staff? Action.
I'll introduce the resolution.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Rico Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.